is about to go down, boys. What is the deal, YouTube? We have returned once more because you guys loved our booba tier list. Now we got Gengar, do the honors. Got ourselves a thigh tier list here. A NIKKE could be on one of the lower tiers does not mean that they have bad thighs. If they didn't make it to the video at all, they just couldn't make the cut. We also have been streaming over on Twitch where I get into my little shenanigans and obviously making dumbass bets that I know I should not be making. Like, I want you guys to know if I actually fuck this up, I will. If I fuck it up, I'll make a Narissa Ravencroft post. I will emerge victorious in her name. Did I really run into the snake when I was choosing a weapon? What are you doing? Without further ado, let's begin. The first one up we have on the C tier is Masked. These thighs right here, they could crush me all day long and she can yap about as many pirate movies as she can. Hey, as long as I get the, then all good by me. Followed up with that, we have Hulkwang. The moist rabbit skin will provide the moistest head crush anyone will ever witness. And I'm all here for it. NIKKE following in the middle of the pack of the C tier will be Dala with her dark rose skin. Now, I could probably sit down with her, or lay down in this scenario, all day while she talks about business opportunities while she gives me the good old head crush with those thighs. Because my goodness, they may not be the largest in the group, but their firmness makes it very comforting. With the runner-up in the C tier, we have Haran. I will allow her, of my own volition, to crush my head with her legs while she talks my ear off about how beautiful she is, perfect, unflawed. I'd be listening the entire time, just waiting for my untimely demise. And then I can get sent up to the upper room. To wrap up the C tier list, we have ourselves a surprise. The leader of the pack being Rappy for C tier. Now, granted, if you were to ask her to crush your head with her thighs, she'd probably deny to do it at first, but with a little bit of coaxing and a little bit of bartering, she may eventually agree to it and fulfill your very well wish. With C tier done, we're gonna kick off with the B tier. Starting at the bottom, we have E-Leg. Now, decent sized thighs. Once she gets the leg lock around, she just boots up some boom, plays for hours on end. By the time she's done the game, you're probably already dead. Followed up by E-Leg. Up next, we have Brid with the Black Moon skin. Nice set of thighs. I would 10 out of 10 would let her crush my skull while she talks about work all day. In the middle of the pack, we got Viper. Now, I would, without a doubt, no hesitation, let Viper wrap those meaty thighs around my skull. Let her speak sweet nothings into my ear while I slowly start hearing the crunch of my skull collapsing upon itself. We have a runner-up with Kiri in the B tier. She may not be able to see from afar, but as long as you get close enough and then you can get and let her crush your skull, whether she does it of her own volition, or you aid her a little bit and push them together so your skull could pop like a watermelon. We're gonna keep her at second place for B. In the pole position, we have Soda. Now, she is a maid. We're the master. Maids are supposed to fulfill their master's wishes. So, as long as you request, Soda, my lovely maid, may you please put each thigh on each side of my face and crush it. She should be happy to oblige. With the B tier finish, we're gonna kick off A tier at the bottom, starting with Guilty. Yeah, well, she's very well known with crushing many things, whether it's humans or NIKKEs with her hands, but she also has another special ability. Those damn thighs can crush skulls, just like they can crush watermelons in that summer event, and I'm all here for it. I volunteer as tribute. Followed up by Guilty, we have Noise. With how they're presented to us on this skin in particular, it boosts her rank up quite a bit. And at the same time, hey, thick thighs saves lives, but this one is gonna end it because I want my skull crushed regardless. In the middle of the pack of A tier, we have Yan. Now, her presentation, when I tell you guys deadass carries her in this tier list so hard, because you just have to see for yourself. Like, you're the POV in the front, they're kind of crossed almost. It really does add more width because obviously she's sitting down. I cannot ask for anything more. If she was thicker, I would have probably put her higher up, but I think this is a decent spot for her. Breaking away from the middle of the pack, we have our runner-up with Rosanna, Chic Ocean. With her default skin, they were contained, packed away by those boots, but now with summer that has just passed us by, she's letting them things hang out, and they look very inviting. They look very soft. 8 out of 10 would get crushed again. With our leader of the pack, we have Volume. Those torn fishnets are absolute perfection. And at the same time, while I'm getting my head crushed, I can listen to some music. At least it's going to be a proper send-off. We are getting a little toasty in here, starting off with the S tier. Our first candidate at the bottom of our list here is Marciana. Now, brother, when I tell you I want to be spanked while my head's being crushed by this chick, you don't understand how serious I am. Right now, as she stands, it may not seem like it, but when she squats down and she's taking behind cover, bro, those things as wide as the ocean, baby. Followed up by that, we have Mary. Now, guys, picture this. It's late at night. You're in the hospital. You're in between Mary's thighs. She can whisper into your ear, call you a good boy, and then immediately after, crush your head. Doesn't that seem like the life? I know I do. In the middle of the pack, we have Nihilister. I know for a fact, if she didn't have all that dragon armor, those thighs would explode, and you know what? I would enjoy her crushing my skull with her thighs, and I know that she would enjoy it too. So it's a win-win for both parties. Let's go. Next up, we have a runner-up in the pack with Zwei. Honestly, surprisingly enough, Zwei has some decently sized thighs, so I had to put her in S. Granted, you have, like, most of her lower half, it's more, like, armored or robotic, but there's still that sweet spot, the promised land, where it's actually, what, Godesium flesh or whatever, that's trying to replicate the human body. Still soft and comfortable, would get crushed again. Wrapping up the S tier, our leader of the pack is going to be Anise. A1 girl, fresh out the lot, nice juicy thick thighs, crack a cold one with her on a late Saturday night, implant your head between the legs, initiate crushing sequence, happy ending. Fellas, we gonna start off with the double S tier. Hot and heavy, the girl, the angel herself, Helm. She can do no wrong. She's a flawless specimen. Thighs, shiny. Nice. Thighs, firm. And they've sailed the 7 seas just like Mast has. But there's just something about her thighs, you know? Something, it's like seeing an angel for the first time. And then the first instinct in your mind will be like, I need to get crushed by those. And I'm one of those. Wholly not a Helm Glazer. Following after that absolute goddess, we have Drake. No, not the Drake you're thinking of, that freaky ass motherfucker. That light skin. No. We talking about Drake right here. The biggest, baddest villain. Those fishnets on point. With villainous intent, she can crush my head with those very firm, comforting, inviting thighs. If I was a hero, I would immediately yield. We have our runner-up in double S tier, being Uni. Now, she was really lacking in the Booba tier list, that's for sure. But I'll tell you right now, the one tier list she ain't gonna lack in a thigh tier list. I know for a fact that she would enjoy crushing your skull to a pulp, and at the same time, she might add a little spice to it, and she might wrap her little whip around your neck at the same time to strangle me. Huh? Am I about to discover something about myself? Now we got Mihara being the runner-up for double S tier. Those boots, ab thigh squished, the little straps that attach to her boots as well, amplified even more. And the best part, she likes experiencing pain, sensations. Hey, while she crushes my head, I can chew on her thigh. I get a whole thigh sandwich on that bee. Now, I know you guys were a little bit upset with where I put Tia on the booba tier list, so we're gonna give her a redemption arc here, okay? It would have been absolute blasphemy if I put her any lower on the thigh tier list. So we're gonna put her at the pole position for double S. Because what I tell you, let me even just mention this first. She has a mole on her right thigh, which is already a bonus, right? My head can get crushed while she talks about reptiles all day because that's her passion. That's more than enough for me. That's still a W. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Since now we have tackled the C tier thighs, the B tier thighs, the A tier thighs, S tier, double S tier. Now, we about to roll right into triple S, baby. We got 5 more NIKKEs. Does any of the ones you have come to mind gonna show up in here? Let's take a look. In 5th place, we have Noir. Fishnet stocking, A tier. Her thighs will bring you the best of luck. What better way to go out than being embraced by some nice, juicy chocolate thighs that bring you good luck? Who knows? With that luck, you might live to see another day. In 4th place, we have Quincy. Probably the only NIKKE that'll crush your head in the snap of a finger. These are some massive thighs. Before you even say, can you crush? It'll be over. Just darkness. It was that quick. You didn't even have the opportunity to enjoy the squishiness because she just did it like that at the snap of a finger. It's absolutely insane. She is thick. No wonder why she's trying to escape, because her thighs are trying to escape her pants too. In 3rd place, the middle of the pack, we have Ludmilla Winter Owner. Hey, you need a place to stay to keep nice and warm during the winter? Well, she has a perfect solution for that. Her garter belt adorned thighs. Man, it's just something about those garter belts that get my neurons fired on all cylinders. Plus, on top of that, when the head crush occurs, she could just simply cover it all up so there's no mess everywhere underneath all her clothes, and then just done. Very nice and clean. In 2nd place, we have a Christmas gift here. Emma's thighs. Because good lord, when she's kneeling down, those things are wide. When I tell you, bro, this is really a gift in of itself. You get to wake up on Christmas morning, get a good stretch, have a nice cup of coffee, and then you get to run down those stairs like you're 5 years old all over again. You see by the Christmas tree, Emma's right there, thighs fully presented, on full display, and she taps on her thighs. Let us commence the crushing of the skull. And I'd be like, okay, mommy, we are down to one last NIKKE. For what I think are the thickest thighs in all the lands, we have to give it to the pinnacle of thick thighs, Privity Unkind Maid. Have you seen these things? These are weapons of mass destruction, could be done in a blink of an eye, being embraced by the darkness, with the entryway being her thighs to leave this mortal coil. She is too damn thick for her own good. This level of thick thigh should be illegal. Privity, you, in my opinion, had the thickest thighs in all the lands. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are finished. We grabbed the 30 most thickest NIKKEs, tallied them all up on a board on our tier, see where they would hold up. Again, it's something about these blue hair waifus that keep on winning. First it was Helm, now it's Privity. Now we gotta see what the rest of the tier list will bring. Will it be another blue-haired waifu that wins? We gotta find out next time. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. If you don't know, we are also streaming over on Twitch. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.